This joint here doesn't have much pitch as this one does. But the reason why, because this joint is further. You see dead center. Do you see the joint? Dead center. See the joint? What I should have done, I should have made this arm longer. This arm here a little bit longer, and this one shorter, and that gave me more of the same radius on the turn. But I didn't subtract this part. I didn't know where this was going to land at, so it's sort of like a I don't know situation, but I do know now. But it is what it is. But it's going to work pretty good. And this is really how far it's going to turn right there. That is pretty doggone sharp. The joints turn freely. They don't have a bit of problem whatsoever. But today I'm gonna I gotta put it all back, put it together. Not today, yeah, this afternoon I'm gonna break time right now. I gotta set the gearbox back in here. I gotta put the motor on there. I gotta put my hood on here, the dashboard on here, and put the hood and everything on and this part on there, so I can line up this gearbox, make sure the gearbox don't hit nothing. Once I line it up, I know how far to make this shaft. This one here, it is where it is. That's where it's going to be at. It's no problem. Then I know how long to make this shaft, and I know how long to make this shaft for the other end. So I have, then I got to make this one longer. Once I get all that established, then I know where I can cut my keyways at for these drive shafts. I know where to cut them at. So that's where I'm at now. So that's what we're dealing with. Alright, I got the rear end or the front end drive in there. I got the motor now. The motor ain't passing all the way down, but it's where it needs to be. I got the gearbox sitting here, but you can see already that we're a little off. So this got to be brung up to line it with this. So I got to get this lined up and get a bracket built where this needs to be, so I can figure out how long my drive shaft is from here to here to my other yoke here, and same way here, figure out where to cut this off at. I'm pretty sure just cut that off enough to put a yoke on it, it'll be fine. Look, it's about lined up on the bottom pretty well, but it can be up or down on the bottom, ain't no difference. It's just here, it's pretty crucial because it doesn't have much give to it. This box is going to be fixed in here. I'm probably going to weld a flat piece of bracket cross here across the front with it bolt into a piece of angle iron over here and bolt over here. And it probably do the same way on this side. It just be a piece of angle iron, piece of flat iron across the angle iron with bolts to hold that gearbox in place. But we got to get the gearbox lined up, because that needs to be halfway lined up. The bottom don't matter, it's just the top that matters. Alright, today's Sunday. Yesterday I had to leave. I didn't get very much time with this thing. I had family coming up from Georgia. Unexpectedly, for some reason my wife wasn't around the phone when they called. But anyway, they showed up and I had to leave. But I got to make a 3-inch shaft there and put 2 Woodruff keys in here. Then I got to cut a Woodruff key here, Then I got to cut this off here, put a Woodruff key here, then I got to cut this off right there. Won't have no Woodruff key here, but I got don't cut this, but put a Woodruff key inside of here. So there's no guts inside this gearbox. It's all cleaned out. So we're gonna go inside and cut some Woodruff. I might not say that right. Woodrow, something other, Woodrow key. I got to cut 2 for this. One where my thumb is and one where my little finger is. And I got to cut it off right where the red line is. And that'll go through my hanger bearing. That'll connect this one and connect my front shaft. So I'm going to go inside and cut that. I've already cut one. So I'm going to cut this one. I'll show you a little bit of it. I can't show you much because I got to hold it. See if you can see it right there. I guess you can see the top of it, so we'll let that ride right there. Wrong way, other way. All right, that's all I'm going to show you because take up too much camera time. Battery going dead. All right, went my depth as far as I need to go. I took it in 0.360 as how far I went in it. So we're going to try to put a key in, try it, see that. Now that one looks good. I can see that I tried to line this back up perpendicular with the other one, but it's off a little bit, but I don't care. Alright, the truth to see if it's going to fit it. Cross your fingers. Whoa! There we go. There we go. There we go. Alrighty then, I like that. That's my first woodrow cut. I got a little information from the machinist, how to line it up, how to touch down on top, how far to bring it down, and how to touch it, how to touch this, and how far to cut it in. So I am good to go on this part. Now I gotta take it and cut it off right here. Then I'm gonna put it in the lathe over there, and I'm gonna face it off straight. So I can go put this in my this go in my hanger bearing right here where the double bearing goes at. So I got this one stainless steel drive shaft 3/4 ready to go. That's one. Hey, like I said, I'm not a machinist, but I got these at the right place. This isn't at the right place. But if you look down at this way, they're not quite lined up the same, but it don't make no difference. Then if you look at the end, this end here is a little longer, this end here is a little shorter. But it is what it is. So we're through with this one. Well, this is the last one of my woodrow key. I got this short drive shaft, drive link, whatever you want to call it, for that little short piece up there. I don't have my keyways cut inside these shafts. Of course, I still got it degutted. But I screwed up. See, I had this side number 4. It starts 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, I screwed up, and which I must have dropped what I'm doing. I go out and you see them 3 storage containers painted white. You see the brown on the side. Well, I got to repaint the top, put a coat on the white, then paint all the brown around the edge. And this after 2:30. And so I ain't gonna get much more done this today. Maybe a little bit more. If I rush that thing, get through with it. So we're going to paint. Today is Saturday. I mean Sunday, stupid Sunday. Well, I painted the whole top, got it done, and painted part of the side here. They give out a paint. Now I got a bucket of paint that's it's not mixed up, so I got to go get a stir and stir it all up. All right, we got the building painted, so I'm going to back work on my tractor. All right, we got a woodrow key in the end. We cut a slot out for a woodrow key here. I can't put one in this one, but what I'm going to do, when I put this together, I'll first put on, I don't have my washers here, a 1/4 inch thick washer. We'll go into here. Then I'll slide this one on. Then I'll slide another washer on. And what I'm going to do, this one here is going to have a hole drilled through it with a double roll pin go through it. And plus these two locks. I'm going to lock these locks down. I'm going to take it back apart. Now I'm going to grind the little indentation where these set screws are. Plus it has a roll pin and two indentations. And I'll do the same way with this one back here. I got this one ready. But it's pretty late. I gotta get the hell out of here. I gotta get home, get cleaned up, get ready to go to work tomorrow. I gotta clean this place up because I got a big mess in here. Catch you Monday. Today's Sunday. Adios. This week, I didn't have that much time to work Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, my brother came down, Georgia, and my sister. I hadn't seen them about 3 years, so you know I had to stop and see them. So they left Saturday night. Then Sunday, I had to paint this building here. Had to paint the roof and had to paint the side. So that was a half a day on it. So I didn't get much done at all. But I'm going to show you a new project coming up here after I get through with this other build. This is a zero turn here. I don't know if you hear me from the wind, but maybe you can. This is a zero turn. I got the engine for it. I'm going to mount this pan up front where it'll let up and down, where my son can take his electric wheelchair and back it up in here, and he can let the platform up. And they have two swivel wheels. They're like a zero turn have on the front. It'll have that, and it'll just have a regular lawnmower tires on the back. And I want to get this set up for him, so I can get him out of the house and get him where he can have a little more freedom. But I want to be able to get him so he can roll out of the house and let the wheelchair back in this thing, get in, start it up, then go zipping around wherever he wants to. Now my next project is a mower I started on a while back. I'll show you it to you. I got it inside this bright container. This thing is so bright, boy. These things, whew, it blinds you so bright. Let me see here. Get my flashlight where we can see. It ain't too dark in here, but I do have a flashlight. I don't break my neck in here. But this is a mower I started to build a while back, and I never did post the videos. I got videos at the house where I made all this part. This mower here is called a hot cut. The reason why it's called that, this part right here come from the scrap yard. That's part of the hot water tank. That's the round part of it. And I just split it. That's part of the hot water tank too. I rolled it up. I might have rolled it up too hard. It kind of looks like a snow blower. If you look at the side, oh, hitting that wall up there, yeah. If you look at the side up, it looks like a snow blower. But I was going to make it hook on the front of my Cub Cadet where to have a universal joint, turn it, and it go across here with a little drive shaft, run across here and turn a double chain for this shaft here. But this is as far as we got. Well, I got more done to it. I made some arms for the lift mechanism in the front, these two arms. Now I'll show you the blade on it. This is it here. Let me get my flashlight on so we can all see. But these blades here, I made them out of bed rail. They're very hard material. I still got these ain't the right bolts I'm going to use. It's just to hold it together. I'm putting bushings inside here and grade 8 bolts for this part with locking nuts. But anyway, that's how far it cut off the ground. Right there, it's about finger high. That's as low as you make it go, unless you start. Well, it goes like that, so it's a little bit higher really. It's leaning backwards, so it's a little bit higher than I think. A little inch off the ground. But when you get the mowing with it, this is what it does. Let me back it up where you can see them. I think, Deca, will you stay up? Quit falling now. Well, that's it there. See, you see the peak stuff up here? The blue, purple, wherever it is, up here? Where my hand, wherever it is up there? That is still the porcelain inside the hot water tank. So that's why we call this a hot cut. It cuts grass, and it's made out of a hot water tank. So, therefore, it's a hot cut. And you can get this shaft out, this bar out. You know, oh, dadgummit. You notice over here we have a split. This skid on the front here comes off. It's bearing housing made on the skid. Let's see if we can see it. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a bearing housing up there made on the skid. Well, you take that off, take that bearing, all them bolts out of that bearing, you can pull that out and that'll drop down. When that drops down, you can pull that bearing there, that shaft out of the hole. So I don't know why I made the mouth so big, but it is what it is, I guess. Well, I'm thinking about mounting this mower up on the belly of my 3050 Cub Master. Where I think I'm going to put it at. I'm not sure, but somewhere it's going to be where I can take it off and on. But this will be another project coming up after the my son's gasoline wheelchair. Hey, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. And share my video with people. Let people know what I got going on here. Appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys watching my videos. Thank you very much.